eyebrow faces, as it were. And then using the widget, as you can see, we can drag down and up. But you'll notice that if we just drag down, the eyes seem to pop out through the eyebrows, which we don't want. So it's just a matter of, like we did before, adjusting the shape until we get what we want. And obviously what we want is the eyes closed. So if we select the bottom of the eye, we can move those up as well. I mean, this is not a complex model. Obviously, if you had a more complex model, it probably would be more flexible. This is very much a cartoon kind of effect, because when he blinks, his face will move, but it'll look quite amusing in actual fact, I think. Okay, we can take a look at things now. Hit tab to go in and out. You can see how his blinking is going to roughly look. But then, of course, we can do what we did before. Start moving the sliders to see how the eyes look closed and open. So you can easily make our caterpillar blink now. So let's imagine animating through and making him close his eyes and open them again. Now the thing to watch out for, like I've done there, I've put you've got to sometimes put just a shape key in place. Put a shape key in place without actually doing anything, just to put the start position of a shape key. So you click on the slider and then click off it again to put a shape key in place, then step forward and make the move to the shape key that you want. And there you can see a little bit of animation with the shape keys and moving there. The other reason for using shape keys, which I haven't covered here, but it's covered. It's covered because we've dealt with shape keys. But we will all animate the mouth, but you can also create different mouth shapes, which can be used then with lip syncing for making your character speak. So we will go back to basis, and we will put in another shape key. Because his mouth's open at the moment, we want him to have his mouth closed. So we will create a shape key going from the basis where his mouth's open to mouth closed. You might have started your model the other way around. With modelled it, the mouth might have been closed, and then you would do mouth open. Lots of different ways of doing this, and you can have lots of different shape keys and use the ones that work for whatever you're doing at that time. So similar to what we did with the eyes, we're just going to shift click and grab these faces and move them around until we get the position that we want. Obviously you're moving to the maximum position, and you might not use the maximum position when you're actually animating. You might just move the slider a percentage. Take a look at that from various angles. Actually need to move that bottom lip out a bit, which we've done. There, he looks kind of amusing. Hit tab to come out of edit mode. Have a look, we've now got another slider in there, mouth closed. So you can see by playing around with it how that looks. And you can start to get an idea of how the lip syncing would work as well. You could do a simple lip sync just by opening and closing the mouth at the right points, although for the more complex lip syncing you want the various shapes of the sounds. He looks a bit evil with his eyes half closed and his mouth closed. You see how it's changed the expression just by using these shape keys? Well, that just about covers it for shape keys. You can just play around with them, add more shape keys as you need. Very flexible, quite easy to use, quite easy to get your head around these. and they can be used in lots of different circumstances to achieve different effects. And obviously the keys behave like any other keys. B to border select, and you can delete the selected keys wherever you require. And in the next tutorial we'll bring things together using actions and shape keys to create a complete animation.